Hey there! On tonight's episode, we look into a local fit club here in the Valley, then learn how to play some Quidditch and baseball. And yes, you heard the former right, Quidditch. It's game on and it starts right now. Welcome to Game On. I'm Austin Ennick.
I'm Alex Bull.
For those looking to get active, a local fit club here in Las Vegas is sure to be a prime destination. Honey Love has the story.
Working out in the gym can get a bit boring, and in fact, by doing the same routine and reps, your body will hit a plateau, and not only will you stop losing weight, but you will also lose motivation. Herba Heroes Fit Club UNLV offers free fit classes on the campus of UNLV, offered by Herbalife health coaches to promote a community of healthy, active living and help people get into the best shape of their life.
Herbalife is a nutrition program that focuses in on getting all the recommended daily allowances of vitamins and nutrients. We're all natural. We also focus on your daily recommended allowance of protein. If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you just want to live a healthy, active lifestyle and just maintain good health on the inside, we have those programs for people.
By varying your exercise routine, you break the monotony of your typical treadmill workout and also train and condition other muscles and body parts.
The type of workout one can expect when coming here is really just core work, circuit training, high intensity. We focus on just body movement. We're not using weights, we're not using jump ropes, we're not using mat. It's all your own body.
Beast through it. Come on, come on. Keep going.
Open to all fitness levels, fitness coach Jesse Menzingwe says that choosing a healthy, active lifestyle starts within yourself.
I'm not at all intimidated. I'm motivated, if anything. I think it first starts with just making that commitment to yourself. It's not about anything other than you committing to be the best version of yourself.
Fitness is free. It just doesn't charge us to move your body. I'm not charging you to do this. I'm not charging you to do this. It's free for everybody to come down and just work out who just wants to be involved.
Herba Heroes Fit Club UNLV strives to always gain members for its free fit club. But in the end, you can't put a price on being healthy.
Herba Heroes get you some.
For Game On, I'm Honey Love.
Thank you, honey. A great way to stay in shape and get your 60 minutes of daily physical activity. Now let's send it over to Alex, who's sitting down with a very active tennis player, Alexandra Yosefaska. Alex?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Austin. Joined by UNLV tennis player Alexandra Yosefaska. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
So let's just start about how you got into tennis, because for people out there, tennis for Macedonia is like cricket for Americans. So how did you get into tennis?
Well, I started playing very accidentally, actually. In my hometown, there was a tennis court a tennis club that recently opened, and my parents wanted to actually get me involved in doing something besides school and taking all these piano lessons every once in a while. And I actually started playing tennis relatively late. I was 9, so just started playing once or twice a week just to do something in my life. And I actually really like it and started playing every day. And as I was practicing more and more, after 1 year, I played some tournaments, and it happened that I beat the best girl in the local club. So my parents kind of got motivated from there and decided to move to the capital, where I got better conditions for practice, better coaches, and I got to play also better plays, and it was better for developing my tennis career.
Well, you played at a very high level. You had a career ranking of 466 in the world. What made you change from professional tennis to come play college tennis?
Well, it was getting too expensive. My parents couldn't handle the paying for every tournament, because when you're on the WTA tour, you pretty much have to pay everything for yourself. And I never considered going to college, actually, because I was sure that I'm gonna make it, and I was really motivated, but things changed, so I just decided. My parents helped me decide, and it was a decision between either staying home and just going and studying to school and stopping tennis completely, because it was getting really hard. When you get above a level of 16, 17 years old, there are almost no professional players in Macedonia. So I had to decide between staying home and going to college, and college was a better option because I get a good education, much better than back home, obviously. And I get to play tennis every day and still compete and just continue to do what I actually like to do. So that was the main reason.
How was the transition from professional tennis to college tennis? Because I'm assuming it's a lot different.
Yeah, it's definitely, there is almost nothing in common but the tennis, but it's like different rules, different limitations. When you play on the WTA tour, you just pretty much travel alone with your coach and it's all about you. It's like 100% dedication to tennis. Like all you do is play tennis, focus on your matches, rest, and that's all. And then when you come to college, it's different because then you have to concentrate on two things at the same time, school and tennis. So you gotta balance that. And it's also like different rules of playing. It's on college, it's a team sport. It's not individual anymore because you have 7 or 8 other more teammates plus coaches, and you get to represent the university, which is quite a big thing. So also the rules are different at WTA Tour. I never got a point penalty in my life, actually. College tennis, I got that every single match. So.
Well, let's talk about you individually. You've just won the Mountain West. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You also named Mountain West Player of the Year. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's quite a big achievement for college tennis. I'm happy to win that prize and obviously to win with my team. I mean, anyone from the conference can win Player of the Year, but I guess I'm the lucky one this year. And the conference is just a huge thing for us because we were a little disappointed by the regular season because we lost 2 matches. They were quite close, 4-3 in the deciding match. So we're just motivated and we went for it, and it actually worked out well for us.
How much pressure, guys? I think we've got some Mountain West pictures of you winning the Mountain West, but how much pressure is it being ranked 35 in the nation, being the #1 player, and being a leader as well? How much pressure does that put on you?
Well, if you mention all these things, like #1, 35, it sounds like a huge deal. So if you think of that, yeah, it's quite a lot of pressure, but once you go out on the court, it's different. You just like concentrate on your match, and you just have to forget about all these things what you mentioned, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to handle. So it's a lot of pressure, but from one side, it just motivates me a lot to just keep improving and doing what I have and just win for my team and make my teammates and my coach and just cool, proud of me and happy with our wins. So.
And what does the future hold for you? What is for you? You're a junior. What is next for you?
Our next upcoming is actually the NCAA. We made it through winning the conference tournament. We automatically got into the NCAA. We're playing first round against Tulsa, so we're looking forward to it. We think that we got quite a nice draw. It's not the hardest. So, and then after that it comes the NCAA individuals. I mean, it's a big challenge. You get to play against the 50, 60 best ranked players in the nation.
We're going to have to stop there, unfortunately. But thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take a quick time break, and when we come back, Austin sits down with UNLV Sports Bandage graduate. Stay tuned.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
What you doing, Dad?
My favorite thing.
Really, Dad? What are you doing?
Paying bills. Every month a stack of them come, just as regular as the rain.
What's this one?
That's a special one, son. I pay it first.
How come?
It's money for my retirement account. I put some money aside each month just like I was paying a bill.
Wouldn't you rather buy something?
I don't want to work forever, and I don't want you to have to support me in my old age. In a way, I'm buying peace of mind. I'm on the installment plan.
Something's not right.
My first symptoms were
constant tingling in my toes.
Had double vision. They said you have multiple sclerosis.
Kind of had to get a grasp on reality.
I had to adapt and change very rapidly.
I had to learn how to drive with my hands. Yeah, that was interesting.
A symptom may cause you not to be able to do that anymore. And at one point,
I wasn't able to do any of those.
Since I've been cycling, it's definitely helped my walking.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be working together with a common goal of curing MS, and sharing is the key.
Hey there, welcome back from the break. Joined now in studio by Hanif Boykin, a soon-to-be graduate of the sports management program here at UNLV. Hanif, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about sports management. Obviously, a program that was cut here at UNLV, correct?
Correct.
But grandfathered in, so you get to finish your time out here.
Right.
What was your experience like so far here at UNLV?
I love my experience here. I can't complain. I met a lot of people, able to network with a lot of people. Unfortunately, they cut the sports management program right as I was getting into it.
Right.
I was able to finish out my credits. It allowed me to look into other majors also. I wasn't able to complete the whole sports management program, so I entered into the interdisciplinary studies.
Okay.
So my major is sports management and marketing. I was able to take the recreation side of sports management and then the business principles of marketing.
Gotcha.
So it was able to work out for me.
Now let's talk about what went into it the whole time here at UNLV. You talked about you're doing a lot of things that you have to mix in now.
Right.
How's that going to carry over after school's over?
Hopefully I have all the tools necessary to be successful in the sports business. I've done I've done Michael Jordan Invitational, a bunch of fundraisers. I intern at the Shane Victorino Foundation. We do stuff for kids. We give back, foundation, stuff like that. I've also done a lot of work. I work for AEG, so working for them, I've learned a lot about naming rights and the arena, the box office affiliation, stuff like that, ticketing.
Right. Is that what you want to go into aspirational-wise after college is done with?
I want to get into the business side, so I want to do more like sponsorships, the community stuff, halftime shows, the stuff with kids, things like that.
What motivates you there with kids? Obviously, giving back to the community, all the events we talked about, NBA Cares. What motivates you to go into a particular, I guess, profession like that?
Well, the place I come from Los Angeles, California. So as I was growing up, I noticed a decrease in like the YMCA programs, recreational programs, just outlets for kids. I know that if you don't really have an outlet, like during the summer, you can end up doing bad things.
Right.
So I know that the children are the future. So giving back to them and showing them that you care, you might make a positive impact in their life, and they might make a change.
Play a pivotal role in their life growing up.
Right.
What advice would you give to kids, say in Los Angeles, or kids that are aspiring to go to college?
I would say apply yourself, do as much as you can, talk to your teachers. Don't be so influenced by your friends. Just stay focused.
Let's talk a little bit about sports now. This is a sports show,
Yeah.
sports management.
Yeah.
Favorite sports teams, what do you like?
I like the Lakers.
Big Lakers fan?
Yeah, I'm from LA, so I love the Lakers. Unfortunately, we didn't have the best season. The Yankees, that's my #1 baseball team, and the Buccaneers is my football team.
Just in the draft now, getting Darrell Revis, you got in the trade, and then you also get Deshaun Golds from San Francisco. Hopefully have a good secondary, right?
Exactly. And we had Mark Barron last year from Alabama, so nobody should be able to pass on the Buccaneers.
What about going into any sports marketing for any of those teams?
I would love to. Working for AEG, they do play in the Staples Center. The Staples Center is the home of the Lakers and the Clippers, but hopefully I can transfer. I'm hoping I can transfer back to LA, possibly work for the Lakers, work for their foundations department.
You move around a lot, obviously, here in Las Vegas, LA. Is that where you want to stay, Los Angeles? The community there is where you want to be?
I'm open. I would love to give back to the community that I came from, but I'm definitely open to going wherever. There's a need for recreation and outlets everywhere, so I'm open to going wherever.
Not very picky when it comes to where
you
do
can't be.
everything.
You can't be in the sports business. You cannot be picky.
And final question for you now. Lakers, prediction next year. They're out of the playoffs this year. What are they going to do next year?
They're going to the championship next year.
You think they're going to go to the championship?
Yeah, we're signing Dwight Howard. We're getting Kobe back. Kobe's coming back 2 times better.
And that is a good Lakers fan right there. Thank you so much
No
for joining us today. Time now for another break, but when we come back, it's Quidditch time. Stay tuned.
You could choose to join a gang. You could try the latest drugs. You could even choose to drop out of school. You can try to avoid the difficulties in life with a quick fix, or you can face them head on. She did. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. Fact is, if you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. 1 in 5 Americans is likely to develop a form of skin cancer during their lifetime. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. It could be the save of a lifetime. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back from the break. Well, some clubs here on the UNLV campus you might not believe exist, but there is no denying this one. Reporter Bianca Valdez learned how to play Quidditch. Have a look.
The game of Quidditch originated from the Harry Potter books. A group of kids from Middlebury, Vermont decided to turn a fantasy game into reality. Now there are Quidditch teams across the nation. I met with Las Vegas's own professional team, Sin City Quid Pro Quo, to see what this game is all about.
It's completely different than just dressing up as Harry Potter characters and just playing. It's actually a really fun sport. Think of rugby, soccer, and football all put together with a broom in between your legs.
Kind of like football or rugby. It's a little bit friendlier than rugby.
A rugby, dodgeball, capture the flag hybrid with brooms.
Rich Hatch is the founder of the team, and he found all of the players. In order to play, they do not need to be fans of the books.
The guy who started all of this messaged me on Facebook and had a status saying, "Who wants to play Quidditch?" And I was like, I have no idea what this is, but I really like sports, so I decided to try it out.
Sin City Quid Pro Quo has played against different colleges out of state. But in order to compete here in Las Vegas, people need to know how to play. So I gave it a shot and I tried each position. But before we check that out, there are a couple of basics we need to know.
3 bludgers, they're kickballs, and they're set up basically right at the center line of the field with 1 quaffle, which is a volleyball, in the middle of those.
First position will be the beater. Let's see how this goes for us. Okay, so why are we on the floor right now?
We're on the ground. He called brooms down, and that means that you set your broom on the ground, and the first sound of B and brooms up, you run towards the balls. We are going to the middle line to pick up the bludger.
Okay.
And from there we take this bludger.
Okay.
And we go towards the opposing team, which would either be the chaser, the beater, the keeper, or the seeker. So it would usually be the beater, who would be, he's coming at me right now. So with the keeper there, I'd want to go for him instead. So I'd throw it, beat him, and then I got beat. Once you get hit by a bludger, you take the broom out between your legs, and you have to run back to your respecting goalpost, touch it, and then you're back in play.
So now I'm wearing a white headband, which signals a new position. What position are we playing?
Now we're playing chaser.
Okay, and what am I going to do as a chaser?
You're going to score. You're going to put the ball through the hoop.
How many points do you score a game?
I normally score, I guess in the tournaments, it's about 4.
So do you find it harder to do with a stick between?
Definitely, because I mean in football, you're used to wrapping up, but in Quidditch, you're only allowed to use 1 arm.
Okay, so now I'm not wearing a white or black bandana. I am now a keeper.
As a keeper, you're pretty much a goalie. Your main job is to defend the goals, but you can also act as a chaser, going out with the volleyball or the quaffle and scoring or passing to your other chasers. These cones right here represent the keeper zone. In the keeper zone, you cannot be beat, you cannot be tackled, and you can't have the ball stripped from you.
Okay, and now I'm wearing a yellow bandana, which means I am which position?
Seeker.
Okay, and what do we do as a seeker?
As a seeker, you run around and try and catch the snitch from Conoco here, who will wear the snitch in his back pocket.
So does that mean we get to go after him now?
No, not yet. Once I say broom's up, we can go.
Okay.
Now we start chasing him, and he can go wherever he wants, so we have to run after him as fast as we can.
Okay, so finally we are going to play the snitch position. Will you tell me a little about what we do?
Yeah, the snitch isn't on a team. He's part of the game. He's a game character. So in the movie, it's a character that just flies around. It's a little ball. Okay. We can't fly, so We tuck this in. So the snitch isn't on a team. They just run around, but they're worth 30 points. Like each goal is worth 10 points, and the snitch is worth 30 points, and it also ends the game.
How far can we go?
It's normally set up by the head refs, where the game officials say, hey, you can't run past the mile, you can't run outside of the park.
And when do we start?
Snitch is loose, and now we're able to go and run.
Okay, we don't need our brooms?
Nope, no brooms. We have no rules. We can tackle.
Okay, so we
body
take
slam.
off?
Yep, let's
All
go.
right.
All right, so we're just waiting for a seeker to come try to find us, and I'm gonna rest and take my breath until they do. Then I'll take off to the pitch.
All right, so hopefully those seekers don't find us. We're gonna keep playing, but for Game On, this is Bianca Valdez.
Thank you, Bianca. Time now for another break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At what age is the color that your skin was meant to be no longer beautiful? Every year, millions of young women try to change the skin they were born with and say they'd die for darker skin. Sadly, some actually do. Melanoma is the second most common cancer in teens and young adults 15 to 29. And one person dies from melanoma every hour. It's time. Change your thinking, not your skin. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotSkinCancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
My daughter, married and happy.
I want to see things the way I used to.
Chances are, someone you love may one day be affected by macular degeneration or glaucoma. Log on to seeabettertomorrow.org or call 1-800-437-2423 to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration. Call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
Welcome back from the break. Well, it's always hard to follow up playing Quidditch, but our very own Mr. Alex Bohl learned how to play baseball for the very first time at Next Level Baseball Academy with John Capu. Have a look.
Hey, I'm standing here with John Capu, the Director of Player Development here at Next Level, and he's going to show me baseball.
Bang! All right, so we're going to go over hitting. Basically, what we want to do is we want to be able to hit the ball as strong as we can with the best possible timing. Take your hands up into a strong position, a little bit closer to your body. Good, right there. Now just relax them, relax your elbows. Good. Now what you want to do is you want to take this knob straight through the hitting zone. Boom, right there. This is contact point. So you can get to this spot, get to this position as quick as possible.
And then it came down to crunch time. Could I actually hit the ball?
It was a home run for sure.
However, perfection was made to wait.
Oh, that's what we call a T killer, ladies and gentlemen. Your new name's TK.
However, what I came to learn is baseball is not all about upper body strength, but in fact, all in the legs.
We want to be able to use every muscle in your body, and your legs are your strongest muscles. So what you got to do is just boom, try and drop that back kneecap towards the ground. Rotate your toe. See, by the time that front foot goes, you need to be able to get your hands going through. You'll feel more comfortable that way. Stay right there.
All right, Sergio Cabrera's here now. All right, home run time.
Oh.
Okay, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, it's all right. During the intense coaching, I was still able to let loose of my inner child.
Keep your nose on the baseball.
I bet you get so many children do that.
No, never.
John even taught me how to pull off a champion's pose. Is there any kind of baseball celebrations I can learn?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, let's learn it. We're going to learn a baseball celebration right now. Let's do this.
Try and up your baseball swag. All right, so go ahead and finish. Finish high, get through it. Now hold it out there. Now start walking towards me. Act like you still watch the ball. Yep. Now just flip the bat. Exactly.
With my new game-winning celebration, I was ready to go all out. The MLB do not need to worry about keeping their supporters safe. I will not be declaring myself eligible for the 2013 draft. I need to take care of all my aches and pains and even my battle wound. Reporting for Game On, I'm Alex Bull.
Wow. You are impressive.
Well, that was my debut baseball. What do you expect?
Yeah, you now have the tools that you need to go out there and beat Sergio Cabrera?
I meant Miguel Cabrera, but you know, I think the MLB need to look at this and draft me because I am, well, my team, the Marlins, need a better, as we saw.
Yeah, a lot of star-studded talent right here. Time now for another break, but when we get back, our final thoughts, and we look ahead to next week's show. Stay with us.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Winston, just one more inning, Grandma.
Ever notice how many things today kids can do without actually moving? A whole lot of things their parents used to do the hard way. So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part, which makes exercise even more important for children. In fact, new research tells us the best time to enhance bone development is during childhood and adolescence. And just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Healthy bones come from healthy habits. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Welcome back from the break. Well, I just think we need to go play some Quidditch.
I think baseball is a better sport.
You already played baseball, so I think for you in Britain, all of your talents can take to the Quidditch field and maybe go get that snitch.
But I've done handball and I've done baseball. I don't know what I possibly can do next.
I think he has to go out there. It looks like it's on a little broomstick, and that would be awesome. Well, that does it for this week's show. If you would like to catch up on past episodes of Game On, all you have to do is go to unlvtv.unlv.edu. I'm Austin Nenning.
And I'm Alex Bull. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, have a good one, Las Vegas.
Bring him out.